Super ShowDown took place in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. And once again, WWE goes to Saudi Arabia and puts on a pile of dog shit. What a terrible show. I mean, the Crown Jewel might have been the worst pay-per-view of all time, and it wasn't because it's Saudi Arabia and the controversy at the time. That was just a shit show. It was a horrible wrestling show. This was probably even worse. I mean, that might have been the worst main event for a WWE show I've ever seen. And there's probably worse I'm not thinking of. I've gone 20 minutes, have been terrible. But in terms of how it ended, it was embarrassing. That was a really bad show. It was embarrassing. Like, it was so bad to the point where it's sad. And most of it was the crowd's fault because they were dead for everything. That's just their culture, I guess. I mean, we have to respect their culture. Even though their culture treats women as second-class citizens, it's illegal to rape them. They're stoned to death for removing their burqa or whatever it's called, or hijab. They're stoned to death. Gays are beheaded routinely just for being gay. Christians and Jews are thrown off of rooftops, thrown off buildings, because of their faith. So, hey, but we have to respect their culture. We can't offend them. We can't offend a culture that is the most oppressive of all time. I mean, it's the most oppressive, whatever. I mean, now, I don't want people to think I hate Muslims or anything. I don't hate Muslims. Just, I'm tired of this whole thing of we can't offend anybody. In these countries, in these Muslim majority countries, this is the most unbelievably regressive human rights, maybe in the history of the world. It's certainly on the planet Earth right now. I mean, this is just terrible. It's the way people are treated. The thing that really bothers me is this whole Alexa Bliss Natalia shit. They were there. They were probably expecting to wrestle. I just saw Natalia in a hijab. I literally almost threw my phone against the wall and tried to break it. Oh man, it made my skin crawl. And Alexa Bliss having to cover herself. It's who the fuck? Any culture that has to cover Alexa Bliss, that wants to cover Alexa Bliss, should be spit on. I'm sorry. Are you fucking kidding me? If you saw my tweet, I actually tweeted John Draper from Wrestling Soup. I went on a pretty long rant. Sorry for putting my right-wing political values. I'm sorry, yes, I'm a Trump guy. I love Trump. You know how it is, whatever. Just, I don't know. I'm just really bothered. I get, the last show didn't bother me as much because everyone was just going crazy with the Khashoggi thing, and I had other things because people have been depressed there for years. Why are you so worried about him? And then the first Greatest Royal Rumble show, because that was propaganda. But this one, I don't know. The whole Alexa Bliss Natalia thing really has made my skin crawl today. Just that we're not ready for them. We're not ready to have them wrestle. Fuck you. Fuck the Prince. Anyway. So on the pre-show, I missed it. Usos and Revivals. It was a 7-minute match. Usos win. Revival. Just going to be nothing. They're so boring. It's everyone is so boring. No one matters. So you had the first shit show was the open with the Universal title. So Universal title opens up WrestleMania and the show that's supposed to be bigger than WrestleMania. So that tells you how important the Universal title is. So Rollins and Corbin had the boring match. It sucked. Corbin dominated the match. Rollins was still selling the beating from Brock from Raw on Monday. Then Rollins and Corbin ends with Corbin yelling at the referee. The referee shoves Corbin. Rollins rolls him up and Rollins wins. So that's your Universal title match, and it was a joke. After the match, Corbin's mad. He attacks Rollins. We all know Brock's coming. Brock comes out, but then Rollins kicks Brock's ass. He hits a low blow, beats him down with the chair, and he does a curb stomp onto the briefcase, lays Brock out. So I'm sure Brock gets paid because it was contact, but it'll continue, and Brock will probably get the belt maybe at SummerSlam or something. Probably SummerSlam. That's when Brock gets the belt back. He's going to beat Seth. It's going to happen. He's going to get the belt back. The next one is easily the best match of the night, which was Finn Balor and Andrade. So Demon Balor's here. Very good match. No Zelina Vega. So, yeah, no Zelina. Thank you, Saudi. We had to miss someone seeing Zelina because you guys, when you don't want Alexa Bliss to show her body, you have to cover her, and now you don't want Zelina Vega to come to your show. What the hell's wrong with you? Two of the most attractive women in the world. You don't want them there. Anyway, it was a good match. Balor won. I enjoyed it. This was the best match on the show. It was really good. Balor retains his IC title. So what the IC title should do, steal the show on pay-per-views. Balor could be the best Intercontinental champion One of the best they've ever had if they allowed him to go out there and steal the show with guys. Finn Balor as Intercontinental champion could be what Rollins was last year when he was champ. He stole the show on like every pay-per-view, and he eventually gained momentum. Even when he lost the belts, when he really gained momentum, he went on to win the title or something. And they can do it with Balor too. Balor can have Rollins' year from last year. This could be Balor's year, because if they give him the chance, he can go out there on every pay-per-view and steal the show. Next, we go to Roman Reigns and Shane McMahon. So, yes, Shane McMahon pinned Roman. It was a nothing match. Shane blows up. It's painful. I hate watching this guy. It's like he's going to have a heart attack. He's blown up. He's a fucking bullshit. He's the boss's son. He has to pin Roman Reigns. And Drew hit the Claymore kick, and Shane steals the win. So, immediately after this, they announced Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre for the June show Stomping Grounds. Roman will win. It'll probably be Extreme Rules. That'll be the match. That'll be where Roman finally kills Shane. Shane will do the big stunt at Extreme Rules. That'll be the show. Shane wins, the feud will continue throughout the summer. Maybe it's if they want to get Roman over as a babyface, maybe people hate Shane. They're doing not too bad of a job. Next, we saw Lars Sullivan absolutely murder the Lucha House Party. The Lucha House Party got himself disqualified, so Sullivan kills him. Great. I wanted to see him kill Kalisto in particular. That'd be awesome if he killed Kalisto. Kalisto saying I busted him up a few weeks ago after Sullivan, the comments went public, and Kalisto saying I shot on him on Twitter. Yeah, Lars laid some stuff into Kalisto. Maybe he just destroys him. Kalisto should be fired. He's the worst wrestler. I wish all three of these guys were fired. They're fucking horrendous. All of them are fucking horrible. Lars destroys. I want to see Lars kill them all. So DQ was just kills them all. It should be gone longer. Next, we go to Randy Orton and Triple H. This is a Triple H WrestleMania match. Oh my God, 10 years in the making. This was similar to last year he had this match with John Cena. It was like the last of their rivalry. This is similar with Randy Orton. 10 years in the making, 10 years, 15 years in the making since Evolution. Split up. So Randy Orton comes out and Triple H gets his big WrestleMania motorcycle entrance. The match itself, it was exactly everything I was thinking. It was going to be a long 25-minute match. It was a WrestleMania 25 match. It was basically that. It was a long match. It wasn't bad. It was okay at parts. But Randy Orton gets the win. This is exactly what I thought. It was boring. It was not good. Orton gets the win with an RKO. So he beats Triple H, and that's the end of that rivalry. Next, we go to Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley. This was like a piss break. I didn't care about this match. No one cares. Braun wins. Who cares? Next, we go to a dud. This match sucked. Kofi Kingston defends the WWE title against Dolph Ziggler. I was thinking this is probably going to be the best match in the show besides Balor and Andrade. I thought, all right, it's Kofi, it's Dolph. They'll have a damn good match. These two, they've had so many matches together for like 10 years. Over the course of 10 years, they've had countless really good matches with each other. They'll have a great match, easy. So the crowd's dead. You can't work. And they did nothing. They didn't even try. It was like a 10-minute match. They wrestled on the outside for a while. It was a nothing match. It was nothing. It was boring. Kofi and Dolph were going to get away with it because, it's Saudi Arabia. The crowd's dead. So you may as well not, destroy your bodies. You're going to make a lot of money. I don't blame them. But this is a house show. That's a house show match. It was a nothing match. These two can have a great match together, even though everyone knows Dolph's not going to win. These two are capable of having a great match. But this match is just nothing. Next, we go to the 50-man Battle Royal. So Titus O'Neil got his own entrance, and they teased the whole he's going to slip under the ring. They teased that he actually got a pop when he didn't do it. They did the thing where Elias comes up, he gets heel heat. So this match goes on for a while. I was thinking Ali is going to win. I would have picked Ali. I wouldn't have picked Ali if I knew this guy named Mansoor is going to come there. Mansoor is from Saudi Arabia. I think last year at the Greatest Royal Rumble, they did that segment where, was it Daivari? Both of the Daivari brothers came in there, and they basically talk shit about Saudi Arabia. I think they were from Iran, and then they got their asses kicked by these guys. One of the young Saudi Arabia recruits was Mansoor. Mansoor, I think, was the guy with all the charisma, and he comes in here and he does well. It's a fun, spot for him. Crowd liked him. It was cool, and it was cool seeing the Saudi. I don't really think I don't like people from Saudi Arabia. I'm happy that they get to enjoy wrestling. I think wrestling is someone, no matter what your religion is, no matter what your political beliefs are, no matter what your core values are, whether your race, your gender, your sexual orientation, anyone can enjoy wrestling. So it is good to see people come together. It was cool seeing all the young Saudi Arabian kids love it. They're having the time of their life. How could you not be happy for them? My problem is the Saudi Arabian culture and the government, it's like Dave Meltzer wrote a funny joke. Someone asked him, "Where's like the coaches?" Because last year had all the coaches for the royal family. Meltzer says they're probably too busy decapitating someone. I just laughed. It was like brutal. I was like, damn, that's so true. Anyway, Mansoor gets the win in this match. It was pretty dull. I mean, I thought it was for a battle royal. 50 guys, it was really crowded at first, so Mansoor wins. I don't know what they're going to do with him, but if you don't think he's a prospect, you have no idea, because McMahon's going to have to push this guy because they're going to have such a deal in Saudi Arabia. Don't be surprised if Mansoor gets the Jinder Mahal push. Remember, Jinder got the title because WWE wanted to go into India. They clearly want to do something in Saudi Arabia. They have a lot of money invested. Mansoor is going to be a top guy, believe me. So next we go. Oh, I forgot to mention, they ran down the Stomping Grounds card. Earlier in the show, they showed something with Dolph Ziggler yelling and challenging Kofi to a cage match. That was terrible. So that's announced for a cage match. You have Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre. That's confirmed. Alexa Bliss and Bayley. We know that. We know Becky Lynch and Lacey Evans now. I might be weird if I was a Becky fan. There's a couple more I'm forgetting now. I don't really care. So, I also have to mention this. The thing with the kids, like, it was fine seeing them enjoy wrestling. We didn't get any propaganda. That was good. Like, there was no Saudi Arabian government propaganda. So main event is one of the worst main events you'll ever see. Goldberg, Undertaker. I wanted to see the entrances. The entrances were really cool. Goldberg got a good entrance. He got the pyro. Undertaker has the Druids. It was interesting because he wouldn't play the voice like the actual singing the Druids had, because it's probably offensive to religion. So he just had the music, like the backing track without the actual lyrics. So they come out holding the fire. Undertaker makes a grand entrance, really awesome entrance for both guys. Both entrances were great. I thought this was going to be a spectacle. Major entrances, 5-minute match, tombstone, 1, 2, 3. Instead, we get a disaster. And this wasn't a disaster for the whole match. It started off quick. Goldberg hit 2 spears, I think. This is perfect. Hits a spear, hits a jackhammer, Taker kicks out, choke slam, tombstone, 1, 2, 3, like 3 to 5 minutes. That's what it should be. Should be like Brock and Goldberg from WrestleMania 33 2 years ago. Instead, it goes on for a while. Goldberg puts a leg lock. Undertaker is terrible. Undertaker busts up Goldberg. Goldberg was busted open before that, so like he was already busted. I was surprised if they're going to allow blood there, but I mean, come on, they decapitate people there, so I don't think they're afraid to see blood. But Goldberg is busted wide open. He's bleeding profusely. Undertaker works over him, and Goldberg makes a comeback, and here's where the match falls apart. There's 3 bad things. Undertaker goes for a tombstone. He drops Goldberg on the side of his head. Goldberg could have easily been paralyzed and dead. He could have been paralyzed and dead. And then, that's not even the worst one. Goldberg goes for a jackhammer. He hits Undertaker with a brainbuster. Undertaker wants to kill Goldberg at this point. He is nervous. He is scared. He is not responsive for a while. He's down for a while. Undertaker looks like he might have been paralyzed. This was so similar to WrestleMania 25, which I mentioned earlier. Remember his match with Shawn Michaels? He goes for that big dive and lands on his head. This looked almost as bad. It's a brain buster. He's going for a jackhammer. When he gets you up, he can't like turn you around. So he can't get Undertaker up. Maybe Undertaker couldn't get up either. He drops Undertaker on his head with a brain buster. Oh my God, it was bad. And then I started laughing hysterically at this point. Not the two almost paralysis part. No, the tombstone on Goldberg getting dropped on his head and Goldberg brain bustering Undertaker. Undertaker goes for a tombstone. And Goldberg falls. Goldberg has Undertaker up for a tombstone. Undertaker supposed to reverse. Undertaker just lands, and then Undertaker is so mad he calls an audible. It's a choke slam and pins Goldberg, and you can see Undertaker's face. Oh, he looks so mad. It's priceless. We're just I couldn't stop laughing. It was one of the most botched tombstones you'll ever see. He has to go for a chokeslam. Undertaker pins him. Oh, it was bad. It was embarrassing. And seeing Taker's reaction, that was a shit show. That's a horrible match. You know, Undertaker's probably my favorite wrestler of all time. One of my favorites for sure. But man, please, dude, please, Mark, retire. I know you didn't save some of your money. You maybe lost some money in real estate, but Please, dude, retire, because that was an absolute embarrassment, and I'm not only embarrassed for the company, I'm embarrassed for both Undertaker and Goldberg after that.